Hey, welcome back everybody to Scotty Town. It's a little town where we like to look at Hot Wheels cars and even Matchbox cars or other cars. Now, I've got some cars here to look at today. First off, I want to look at my town and show you what's going on with it. Now, here is the older church, and then they had a church split. Oh no, they raised the roof on this one. The glue came undone. I'm like, oh boy, now I got to glue it back together. I thought it would just pop together, but it doesn't. One of the things I noticed on the bottom, the old ones had button cell batteries and the new ones have like AA or AAA batteries. Let me see, it says AAA batteries. So that's a difference. I thought that was very interesting. But otherwise, they look the same. It's just they don't have the same batteries. And then we also have the Hot Cocoa, Christmas Tree Farm. We have Cobblestone Toy Emporium, and we have the Diner, which was in a previous video. All right, so let's take a look at what we're looking at today. Let's start off with some of the, here we go. So actually, I want to start off with one of these 2026. Yes, we are already getting cars for the 2026 era. They have white writing on blue, but that's also what the 2025 ones did, but the blue for it was a different shade. And I'm like, oh no, I wish they would have flipped it and did a dark one on a light blue, but they didn't do that. So these are actually officially the 2026 cars. And this one is the Hot Wheels Barbie Dream Camper. Let me get the light a little bit over here so it won't be as back shadowing. Dream Camper by Mattel. It's the Mattel line, I guess. 1 of 5. They're trying to really push their 80 years thing. It's number 21 of 250 of the 2026 line. On the back, it still says 2025, and it probably will say that again next year. If the Lord tarries, I'll still be here. And here's some information right here. It also shows you that it opens up right here. Barbie Dream Camper, Mattel, playful designs inspired by decades of timeless and iconic toys from Mattel. So I wonder what the next ones are going to be. This is number 1 of 5. I'm sure somebody's already found number 2 at least. I'm guessing like He-Man or maybe even like the Crazy 8-Ball one again. Who knows? All right, so out of the package, we see that the bottom is made out of the metal. It's the Dream Camper. They started doing that now, huh? All right, so we got over here the letters for the original one, which of course was a different numbering system. It was GRX39. This one is this number right here. On this side, we got this right here. I hope they do a yellow camper because I had 2 different versions. I had the yellow bus when I was a not when I was a kid. Like I got it later at a yard sale. But when I was a kid, I had the yellow camper that I still got it out in the building right there. Or did I bring it in? All right, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So we got a steering wheel over here, and we got this thing that pulls it down. There we go. Into like a place for you to eat. It's got like a little plate, fork, spoon, cup right here. I guess this person's going to have to die of thirst. That's different. It's got the little clear plastic, and it becomes like clear food. On the inside, we can barely see, and it's really hard to see no matter what kind of lighting you have. You got a sink, a stove on one side, and you got the chairs on the other side. And I don't know, I never had this particular camper. This is probably a more modern one. I had the one made out of vinyl, and then I had the bus, which was much longer. Both of them were yellow. Well, the bus was a little bit yellow and orange. It's very 70s colors. So this was probably a later one. I'm not quite sure what year this was, but I do vaguely remember seeing this somewhere way in the past. And of course, to be a Hot Wheels, you have to have good wheels. And it seems to have pretty good ones. Here is a new for 2026 Porsche 911 Carrera T. This is the Factory Fresh Series 1 of 5. New for 2026, number 15 out of 250 for 2026. And the Porsche, it does have a real bio on the back. It was born in 2022 in Zuffenhausen, Germany. The designer was, of course, Porsche. It says, rev the engines, shift the gears, and buckle up. This lightweight version of the 911 embodies pure driving pleasure. Exclusively available with manual transmission. It's designed for drivers seeking the ultimate connection to their car. Factory Fresh cars, this is just for the car itself, this is for the whole line, are highly detailed, cutting-edge designs. Just get in the driver's seat and prepare to turn heads. I know there's a few Corvettes down here that turn my head when I see them for two reasons. A, they're pretty cars. B, they look like Ferraris. I feel like they ripped off Ferrari's design. So, never going to let that live it down. It's like, remember when Ferrari and Chevrolet were going against each other? It looks like somebody combined the two. All right, so on this one, we got the metal on the top and plastic on the bottom, as you can tell by this. The numbering on this should be the same. So it's JJH33. It should be the same as the top of this. Yep. See, the first time they make these, they got the number up here. And then the second printing of this year, which will come later on, will have a different number here, but it'll keep the same number down here. Made in Malaysia. So 2025. Now, the cars have gone up in prices. They're now $1.24 at my Walmart, which is darn close to the Dollar Tree. So, I mean, used to I would be like picky about Dollar Tree stuff I found. You know, like, meh, if I find it, I'm going to get it. So the color is very blah. It's not a car I would personally want. I did see a really interesting meme the other day about how modern cars are very bland looking. They all look like they're either black, white, or gray. And they got a kind of point. You don't really see colorful vehicles anymore. And I'm like, meh, not turned on by that. I like very colorful things. Let's be honest. It just brings more spice to life. All right, this next one is a car. It's called the Braille Eraser. I love the paint on this, but I'm wondering, you know, in the past, their colors were always muted or monochromatic. I guess they decided to go ahead and break out of that because, honestly, the rest of us, we're drawn to colors, we're drawn to designs. This is the Hot Wheels All Drivers Welcome. So it's got little hands in the middle. They're all yellow hands, so I guess they're all from the town of the Simpsons. Right there, 1 of 5 for the All Drivers Welcome. And I'm a little bit afraid of what's going to come down the line for that one, but we'll see. This is the Braille Race, which of course is completely fine. This is the Twin Mill, All Racers Welcome. Rides that raise awareness, celebrate cultures, that's fine, and promote community all year long. So we'll probably have an incomplete set on these. We'll see what comes down the line for those. Popping that off. Once you pop, you just can't stop. This thing is pokey all over. I don't think I ever opened one of the original ones, but that gold is sparkly. I like that sparkly gold and the black fire. That's really neat. I was thinking it's really tactile as far as touching it. Now, I'm sure I would be able to read it if I had to, like if I was able to read Braille. But it's got Braille all over it. So it's very interesting, very different. I was hoping it would do a little bit more like you can actually pull things out like a fidget spinner kind of thing. Oh well. But that is a beautiful color right there. Let's see, does it roll? Yeah, it does. I think that one's one of the nicer ones. I like that one a lot. Here's another new for 2026. It is the Hot Wheels Mods 1 of 5. Now, it seems like all these are 1 of something. High Tail Chaser. Maybe I should have done a 2026 only one, but I do. These are brand new ones. I just picked them up at Walmart yesterday. No, yeah, on Monday. So I wanted to put them out as soon as I could. I like the bright yellow on this and the red. It gives me very McDonald's vibes. 26. When they have these numbers on there, I know there's really a secret reason for it. I would like to know what they mean. I even do that when I put like times on my stamps. Like if it's 333, it's probably BBB or something like that, or MMM because 3 sideways is an M. All right, it says push the limits with this mid-engineer race car. It's the 2025 El Segundo, California Hightail Chaser designed by Hot Wheels. So it's not a real car, but it definitely looks like one. Push the limits with this mid-engine race car, delivering precision handling and speed on any track. Its sleek design channels air to its supercharged V8, while a massive rear wing maximizes downforce. Now, for the Hot Wheels mods themselves, the line, it's customized cars with features like bigger spoilers, body kits, and other cool upgrades for personalized style. All right, again, they're all going to say 2025 on it right there, but it says something different. Plus, this is going to be a little bit harder to tell because in the past they did dark blue, light white, and then they did black writing on light blue. This time they kept the white writing on both of them, and I can't remember if it's a light blue or a dark blue now, so that's not going to make it easier on me. But thankfully I do have a little thing on my phone that keeps up with this stuff, which I need to update. I definitely do. This thing is pretty. All right, you get it out. It definitely looks like it's got the NASCAR windows going on here, but it's not really NASCAR in design. It's totally different. Got that red metal right there. That yellow on the bottom is definitely... Oh, and I want to show you this real quick. JJH35 is also on there. So if you didn't... If they are going to do a second paint of this year, most likely. And it's going to have a number on here that's not going to be the same on the back. So... pretty loud. Look at the size of that spoiler. I feel like I can go and pop a lid off of a bottle top. I mean, seriously, that's pretty big. Pretty nice. I really dig that smoke color plastic with the red. That looks really good. I think this is probably one of my favorites of the three. And then let's end it off with a Matchbox car. I saw this one yesterday. This was this dude looking at the Matchbox, and I don't know if he was like trying to find if they have treasure hunts or whatever. I was like waiting patiently, and every time he stepped back, I'll be like, and then he stepped back in and be like, all right, I'm gonna go look at Transformers while I'm waiting for this guy to look at these things. And finally, I just wanted this one. That one caught my eye, and I'm like, I'm gonna mess with the rest of them, because when he finally stepped away for a second, I was like, grabbed, and I ran, because he was taking forever. Oh well, if you see somebody approach you and they're looking at Hot Wheels cars, strike up a conversation. All right, so Volkswagen Beetle 4x4. This one is Matchbox 12 of 125. I don't really know how the numbering system of, like, is this really a 2024 car? Is it a 2025 or is it a 2026? I don't remember seeing this one recently, but it is a real vehicle, in which most Matchbox cars, when I was a teenager, I went after Matchbox because they look like real cars. Hot Wheels were often all over the place. Nowadays, it's the same thing, but for a while there in the 90s, it's like as soon as Mattel bought them, they turned these into goofy cars that were all crappy plastic. They were also metal on metal back then for the same price you're paying now. Just to let you know, I did find an old Wrangler. I was like, dang, it really was metal on metal. So this one was originally designed in 2000, and it was redone in 2012, probably to make it more plastic, less metal. I'm not sure when the drawing point was on that. I don't know. I was out of collecting for a while, so anybody here know when they stopped making cars metal on metal and started making them plastic? Because that's probably the reason this was originally a 2000 car, and then redid so they can make a plastic bottom for it instead. But the top is metal, and of course that yellow is plastic. I like the design on the side. It reminds me of, you ever seen the show Too Close for Comfort, that crazy designs in the downstairs? That was very popular in the 70s, and the show came out in the early 80s, so it's kind of a carryover from it. The whole Three's Company kind of vibe going on with that. I mean, they weren't as crazy though, but you know what I'm saying. I love the gold on that, the brassy gold, the really dark gold. I guess I'd just call it brass at this point, or bronze. I like big wheels, and I cannot lie. They roll really nice and fly. Oh, that just feels like it's cutting like butter. It's so smooth. All right, so it may not be the prettiest car here, but it's the best roller. So if you're going to have something that you like, you play with your cars, that one's the one you want to get right there. If you want something for pretty, I think these two are the prettiest. That one's the best roller. If these were real cars, I'm not sure which one would be most expensive, but for retail use or for retail sales, obviously you won't be able to buy these in retail. These two, I'm trying to get them to stop rolling because I live downhill from the side of the house. All right, now I tell you this thing is, anyway, we won't go there. It's just this table leans. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and come back next week and see what you find new in Scotty Town. Maybe we'll do something different. Let me know which car is your favorite car. Is it this one? Is it this one? Those are my two favorites. I can't decide which one I like better because this one doesn't have windows, so it's a little bit unrealistic. But, I mean, that gold and that black fire, magnifico. As far as the paint job, that one's awesome. As far as, like, if I was actually to ride one of these, I'd only have to be able to ride this one. If I was going to have to get through some bad traffic, just, here we go. That would be the best one. All right, thanks for watching. Come back again.